Hi, Louise. How you doing?
Hey, good, Thomas. How are you?
Excellent. And Stephen, how are you, mate?
Fantastic. Hey, Lou. Hey, Thomas.
Hey, hi.
Here you go. So gone are the cactus. The cactus are gone. And
Practice are
the
gone.
the, the nice back wall's gone. And now we have a nice car. What's going on? You're selling cars. Is it this
Uh,
one?
no, well, I probably could, but no, I'm in my car. I'm at Town Beach.
Yeah.
We
In the
have
rain.
rain, exactly, but we're pretty flat out. So I'm literally pulled over to do this meeting on the run, so I can go to my next. But it's all our holiday accommodations booked. Usually, I like to take you to one of those to give you an
Wow.
idea of what we've got available, but
Yeah.
we're all booked, and I'm on my way to the next appointment, and I got a house full of kids at home, so my
So
options are
so
limited
it
with kids.
does rain up in Port Macquarie. It does rain.
I tell you what, it hasn't stopped raining for about 2 weeks. It's great. My water tanks are full, and everything's green and beautiful. But yeah, it rains. It does rain in God's country. Yes.
So what's been happening in the December? Foster, Port Macquarie. What are you guys seeing?
Oh, a lot of activity, a lot of buyers, a lot of people still happy to sell. Um, yeah, it's a really strange situation that we're in. I mean, obviously, given the little bit of news just of late with the COVID 2.0 starting to happen, unfortunately, a lot of our holiday accommodation is cancelling for good reason. But you
So that
know,
was yesterday. That was yesterday.
yeah. So that was
So
yesterday.
the phone went off straight away yesterday after 11.
Yeah, yep. And continuing all day today. So it's really tough because obviously those people, this is where they make the really good money for holiday letting their properties this time of year. But
Yeah.
that's not what we're really worried about at the moment.
But there
Uh,
could be some good opportunities, though, Louise, for people to pick up some, well-priced accommodation. I think, shouldn't there?
yeah,
There's going to be a bit available now, and I think we'll have to
yeah,
cut some of the rates to get people in by Christmas. So I think we'll certainly be putting out some ads in the next couple of days of, bargain priced accommodation. If you're allowed to drive to Port Macquarie, let's go.
well, I think
I agree.
Di's taking the cancellations at the same time relisting them and at the same time rebooking.
Yeah.
So it's just a bit of a
Yeah,
process, but it's happening.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna happen for sure because there's I mean so many of my friends have had to cancel their holiday up in Queensland.
Mm,
So the best of Queensland is what? It's gonna be New South Wales, right? It's gonna be the all this holiday town in on the seaside. So it's gonna
yeah.
go.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, we'll look at, as I said, it's already happening, so that's great. But yeah, on the sales front, yeah, gosh, I don't know exactly because the days and the times and the numbers have just escaped me lately. But the team, I told them all last week how proud I was of everybody just, keeping the foot down and going right up through because there's buyers out there who want to and need to buy, and there's sellers whose homes we've still got to sell. I
Yeah.
mean, we'd love 100 more of them to sell because we've got that many buyers. But I think, yeah, I think they've put maybe 5 sales together just in less than a week, Stephen, roughly. That,
Mm.
yeah,
Well, if you look at like last month's stats, there were 92 sales in Port Macquarie, and we made 10 of those. So again, we've gone better than 10% of the mark, 10% of the sales. So, but
mm,
if you look at history though, this December, like November last, because we really can't count December yet. So November last year, there
mm,
were 120 sales in the
yeah,
same month. So as much as we're going, wow, we're busy, we're
mm.
not. There
We
were
were
28
busier
less
last year.
sales, and
Mm,
you compare back to November 2010, there were
mm,
only 57 sales in that month.
yeah.
So it's amazing that it just such a huge change. I mean, one year it's 57, and the next, 10 years later, or 9 years later, it's 120, and then 10 years later, it's 92. So, I mean, it's just amazing. But again, we did over 10% of the sales for Port Macquarie for the month. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing thing. And
and
and and the most amazing thing about your area, and that has always fascinated me, is that January, while other regions in the country going slow,
Yeah.
January is flat chat for you guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, we only close our office on the public holidays, obviously, because we do a lot of holiday management. But I mean, I remember a few years back, I think the guys put together nearly 4 sales on Christmas Eve, so they get busy. One guy in particular, he had a bit of a slow start to the quarter previous, but he managed to do, I think just in January alone, he reached his base just in January, you know, because it is so busy. So
well, that's what Brucey's planning. That's why he put his hand up and said, "I'll work through Christmas. It's okay." He knows that he'll have.
The old fox, mate. The old fox. He's been there.
He knows what it's like.
He's
But
been
of course,
there before.
Port Macquarie is also experiencing the least number of listings it's had in 15 years. The whole suburb has only got 212 properties listed for sale.
Wow.
Now, if you remember back, Lou, to 10 years ago when you came and sat in Port Macquarie with me and thought, what sort of a town is this? We had 871.
I know.
Big difference to the 212 they've got now, and it's the lowest in 15 years. So.
And it's also the lowest amount of rentals as well. Like, I am watching rental prices just go up daily. You know, it is just incredible. The amount of people that are moving here is mind-blowing. But, you know, we're taking them on, but we don't even, in some cases, we're not even getting to advertise them because we have lists of tenants waiting and, you know, and good tenants. So we're not even getting them advertised and they're released. So usually, you know, they might sit there for 10 or 14 days. So, yeah.
And it's the first time because there's only 93 available in Port Macquarie in the whole area, and it's and that's just under 4 pages on realestate.com. It's amazing. I mean, I'm so used to looking at the rentals up there, and it's 8, 10, 12, 14 pages long. Not now, down to 4. So
well, we're not even printing up a book. Usually we'd print up a book of what we've got available, and it's like, sorry, there's no point.
Yeah.
And how about your team in Forster? How are they doing?
Forster's doing really well. We've got a great team down there now, and they're, you know, they bounce off each other's energy, and whoever's there from Port Macquarie as well. So they're doing really well. They've got some really fantastic listings that have just hit the market, and some more coming up. And so they're going really well. The market is very similar to Port Macquarie. There's nowhere near the amount of stock, and so many buyers, so you know it's exactly the same.
I like what Simon's been doing. He's sent me an email with a property. I think you have one for 1.5, 1.6. But listen, that's what you need to be doing, because I wasn't thinking of doing it, but now that he sent that, I looked. I went looked, and what I thought straight away is that is a smart dude, because for someone who wasn't even thinking about buying, he's starting to get me excited about it and thinking about it. And what now needs to be done, if he had only send me more details of, because obviously if I buy, it's to invest, but details about rent return, about what's the finance, and therefore depreciation, it costs this, therefore I would save myself this much, he probably would have stitched a deal.
I mean, look, obviously that, and as you said, that's a smart dude, and I totally agree. And also just on that one, Simon's relatively new to Forster. He's been around for a little while, but and relatively new to the industry again, or back into the industry, I should say. He took a fair break, but you know, he's hungry and he's out there. And those owners actually pulled me aside on group inspection, and she said to me, Elizabeth, she said, I interviewed every agent in Forster before I chose the right agent. But there was something different about him and his approach and how he showed about the care factor for us, more so than our house, you know, and our situation. She said, I just wanted you to know that, you know, I've spent a lot of hours interviewing agents and he came out on top by far. So I thought that was good feedback, but obviously that's what it takes, being different, and that's what he did. Who knows, you might buy that home, and I hope you do. It'd be a great property for us to manage on a holiday letting for you. Beautiful view.
That was really, really nice one. So I'm starting to toy with the idea. What about a unit? Maybe I should let go and get this. I don't know. Anyway, so I thought I just shared it with you. Do not use it against me. All right.
39 sales in Forster for the month for the area, Forster and Tuncurry. There were 39 sales. And that was more. There were only 36 sales the same time last year, and 10 years ago in 2010 there were only 25 sales. So it's been a big sales month for everyone down in Forster. But again, the sad part for them is that there's only 84 properties on the market in Forster and Tuncurry.
Yeah.
So when you see 39 of them sold, I mean, the agents in total, they're sold close to nearly 50% of the market. So they're really going to have to be some more stock coming on the market.
Yeah.
So any good story to share? Any good story?
Gosh, there's been so many good stories lately. It's hard to sort of choose, but yeah, look, I guess, you know, I guess one thing I'm noticing with our team is we have had, and I know it's Christmas, and we've had a constant flow of gifts coming into the office and nice testimonials and things, and that's what I find is a nice thing, because we don't, when your clients do the talking is loud. When an agent says, yay, this is how good I am, and here's my photo on front of a signboard, I sold this, well, that doesn't really say much, but you know, that's what consistently makes me proud, seeing the team go above and beyond, and they obviously are, or they wouldn't be getting these gifts and nice and phone calls. People are just calling me just to say, you know, I just want to let you know that this person's really gone out way above and beyond and done this for me, and I think that's great, and I just wanted to let you know, and I think that's really good. You know, as for individual stories, well, yeah, I don't know, Stephen, what have we got? There's so many. How do we pick?
Yeah,
I think probably the one I can think of is a Forster one, actually, is the one Todd listed. It had previously been on the market, I think, with about 4 agents.
Yeah, 4 agents, yeah.
And we were one of those agents. We previously had that property about 12, 18 months ago. And the salesperson we had at the time and the seller just really didn't gel. And Todd just approached them, and they all felt so comfortable with each other. And he got it across the line for more than we had it listed 12 or 18 months ago as well. And I thought that was a good result. I know those owners were over the moon with the result and happy that, you know, they gave our office in Forster another chance, and they saw it pay off. So I think that was a definitely good news story there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And there's been heaps just with other individual things, like, you know, Christine, our sales secretary, she threw herself out of a plane for a great cause.
Yes.
That was great. She, for the Chris O'Brien Lifehouse, I think it's for, obviously we all know someone who's been directly or indirectly affected by cancer. So we rallied around her and everybody, and we raised some money for her, and she did that for a great cause. Obviously, our seminar we had with you in the Hunter Valley, that's a great story. You know, I really enjoyed that, and I know most people that went did. So that was good for us. Different time of year, so it's
but you're going too fast. How is Christine? Is she still alive?
She's very much alive. Very much alive. And, you know, she surprised herself. She went completely out of comfort zone and did something.
Did she put some nappies on before?
Probably.
I don't know. I'm asking questions because I have never done it. So and someone who's petrified like her, I mean, I'm just thinking, what are the thoughts that have been rushing through her mind as the plane takes off, you know?
Yeah, I know. Well, it was funny actually, because she told me obviously she had to do it tandem, so she had the guy on her back, and he was the guy that was getting the weather report, because, you know, a change in weather within a space of 30 seconds can totally change the outcome. And so she was getting the report coming through because she was attached to him, and they got to the top, and he said, no time to think, we must jump, and just ran to the door and jumped because he got the report to say that the wind was changing, and if it had have changed within, you know, 20 seconds or something, or if they didn't jump, she could have ended up anywhere. They had to put a life jacket on because chances are they could have landed in the water. So I'm thinking, you're mad, but she did it. Good on her. She had great fun. Yeah.
And I think it's just, you know, you look at what Chris has done over the last year and the things she's got planned to do, and I think it's like a whole new person that we've seen compared to the, you know, Chris that started with us 10, 11 or 12 years ago. It is now like just totally different person. And it's just so great to have been part of that journey with them and watch them grow and help and support them where we can. So, I think if she had to win any award this year, it would be the most improved person along the way. You know, she's just a totally different person. So,
Definitely.
and she raised way more money than she thought to. So that was the best thing. So
Yeah.
It's a testament to your leadership, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, very well done. Hey, listen, what are we doing for Christmas? You're obviously working, but there must be time for family, time to collect a few more cactus. I don't know. I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah. Well, I'll be spending a lot of it at home. Actually, I plan just to spend it at home in the garden, of
Right.
course. Not really going. I might take off just to Byron, where we've got a relative that lives there, but maybe for a few days or something. But I'm just really looking forward to just spending it at home with the kids this year. And got my native bees turned up yesterday, so I'll be probably sitting by the beehive for hours on end, just not thinking.
Native bees. So what kind of honey you gonna get?
Well, they don't produce anywhere near the amount of honey that the European bees do. But so it's really, I didn't get them for the honey. I got them because obviously they're you know, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not extinct, but they're endangered, if you like.
I see.
And so obviously they do great things for pollinating the plants and the crops and things like that. And that's the thing, like 1/3 of what we consume every day relies on the bees for pollination. So
yeah. Albert Einstein said that if it wasn't for the bee, within 5 years, the world would be extinct.
Exactly. And that's so true. And yeah, that's why I think, like my idea is just to keep getting these colonies and being able to split them and then getting other people to take hives and hopefully that can just get around. And the guy that got me into this is actually one of my vendors, Warwick, and he's so passionate about it. He's just so passionate about bees and what they do and what they can do and why we should have them. And so his passion is contagious because I caught it. So,
what about you, Stephen? You doing anything special?
No, just having a rest this year. I mean, we got evacuated twice last year because of the fires up in the mountains. So this Christmas will just be a nice sort of family time at home, probably out to visit some friends and things like that, but we're probably not traveling too far. I think it'll just be a nice chance to recharge because we've got a big year ahead of everyone in 2021 with some big plans happening. So it'll be nice just to have a couple of weeks and we are closed because unlike Port Macquarie, no one wants to buy a house in the Hawkesbury over Christmas. So we're closed till the 8th of January and then, kick off again for a big year.
That's how much things been happening. That other good news story, Thomas, was that Mr. Thompson, he got himself engaged.
Many should avoid mentioning that one, didn't I?
Yeah, but this engagement is a good one. I reckon this is a nice one.
Yeah.
I reckon he's won the lottery. She hasn't.
I'll go with that. I'm happy. I did well. I know.
Yeah.
Well done, mate. Well done. Thank you very much, guys, for 2020. And Louise, you're becoming a legend of our podcast. People are going, what is she going to do next? And so people looking forward to seeing you in 2021.
Yeah, awesome. Me too. Take care.
Talk to you soon.
Merry Christmas. See you both.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Bye. Merry Christmas.